Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dave Nichols from runEVrun, and it's a beautiful Monday afternoon here in Meyer Park in Spring, Texas. And one of my favorite places to come and sit and relax. Right now, I'm watching these two weight-challenged women about 100 feet from me. They're over there boxing each other. They got gloves on, and they're boxing, did like this here, and then they jump down on their feet, their knees, whatever, and bend down, I guess, and then back up, and then they're boxing each other, and then they bend back down. It seems like I've been watching them for the last week or two. They've been kind of doing this. First time I've seen this, but then they do other exercises too. And so they're out here relieving tension, relaxing, exercise, just like I'm doing. I just got through exercising here. I do these upside down push-ups, shoulder exercises, I guess, against a tree. I'm getting better at it. And then today I started, I don't know where this is going to go, but my goal eventually is to be able to stand on my hands and do push-ups on my hands, just like this, and push up and down, instead of having to lean against a tree. Because I think that when I do it just without a tree and just my own body strength, I build more muscle and become more agile. And then maybe one day I'll be able to walk on my hands upside down. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, I'm not really here to talk about all that stuff, I'm here to talk about solar energy and electric vehicles. Let me start off with electric solar energy, because going on 3 years now I've been doing solar at my house. Started out with the off-grid system, this very small system, but it's still going strong and still running my washing machine and other things. But what I really wanted to kind of talk about, I don't have any things and facts and figures in front of me, no graphs or anything. See, just take my word for it or not, whatever. But I got the Tesla 3.78 kilowatt system put on my house, and I got one Tesla Powerwall put on my house, and this is going into the 5th month now with this system. And it's interesting how this thing goes, because, if you listen to my wife, she's all negative about it and saying I'll be spending all kinds of money and we'll go broke. And if you listen to the people that talk to her, that convince her about some of this stuff, you'll think, well, my bill's going to go up, and my electric bill's going to go up, and I'll be paying out through the roof, things like that. And so let me straighten you all out, just for my own personal bill now. And I don't use a lot of electricity in my house, but my system was kind of built around my, previous year bill and all that kind of stuff. Sort of, kind of. And so anyway, it's a 3.78 kilowatt system. And when I first got the system in January, it turned it on the 1st of January, but it actually didn't really start doing anything until the 3rd of January, so a couple of days there. But that first month I've had like 4 bills now, I think, something like that. Wouldn't you know it, the first month it was cloudy and rainy. Go figure. And then it kind of cleared up a little bit, but it was still kind of cloudy in February. But anyway, so my bill in January was the same as it was every January in previous years without the solar system. So I was paying like $45-50 for that first January bill. And I said, well, this is the same as always. So am I going to be paying more or less as the time goes on, And so anyway, February came along and the bill was kind of the same. And it was pretty much the same kind of weather, kind of cloudy, a little bit of rain, things like that. It wasn't real hot, you know, it wasn't hot or anything like that. Then came March. And March, yeah. And then March, it started getting warming up a little bit, and a little clearer, and a little sunnier skies and things like that. And the bill I got in March, I actually got it at the towards the end of March, the beginning of April, and it dropped down to like $40. Instead of going up, it went down. In March, I hadn't been using my AC, but it actually dropped. So I was kind of surprised about that. And then my last bill, which was for the month of April, I've been using my AC all through the month of April. Leave it on 75 most of the time, and never got it any cooler than that. It's just 75. Sometimes I turn it up during the daytime if no one's going to be there. And a week ago, when I got my bill, and I have it automatically deducted, the company MP2, they just automatically deduct it every month from my account, and I'm cool with that. And my bill was $25. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Damn, this stuff's working," you know. $25, and I was been using my AC all of April. I think I started using it a little bit towards the latter half of March, but my bill had still gone down. And then all of April, it was getting hotter, and it was getting up to 80 degrees and things like that, 85 degrees, and I had it set on 75, pretty much day and night. And my bill was $25. And I get out I look at my phone app, and I look at the Tesla app on my phone, and it shows me the incoming energy from the grid, shows me into the house. It shows me the incoming from the solar panels, which gets its energy from the sun, and it shows it energy going into the house and going to the batteries. Well, that's pretty cool, watching all this happen. But then lately, what's really neat is that I'm watching the energy come in, and we don't hardly ever use anything in the house, so I'm watching energy coming into the house, like 0.2 or something like that. I may be off on my numbers. 0.2 kilowatts running my house. That's with the AC running, and I'm watching like whole bunch more. I'm not going to lie and try to tell you what the numbers are, because I don't remember. There's a whole lot more going into my battery. My battery be 87, 90% in the middle of the day full, and then a lot of times it's 100% full. And I'm looking at the app on my phone, Tesla app, and it's like it's filling the battery up, running my house, and that's it, and so my bill's like $25. So I'm thinking, well, what's it going to be next month? Hopefully it's not worse, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be the same or better, but we'll see. I'm just starting out in this, and I know what a lot of people say, and I'm going to find out from personal experience. So anyway, that's what's going on with my solar system. Everything's good so far, and I think even my wife was sort of kind of impressed. At least she didn't complain about that. So now, here it is May, so I'm a little bit late on this deal, but I've had my 2015 Nissan Leaf, the car I'm sitting in. I've had it I bought it the 4th of April of last year, 2019. So it's today's the 11th, so it's just like a year and a week old that I've had this car. And what have I done with this car? You've heard me say a lot of things before, but I'm just kind of giving a year roundup here. I've taken it on a trip down to the beach, down to Galveston from the Spring Tomball area. I've taken it all the way up to Brenham and over to Austin and down to LaGrange and down to Columbus on I-10 and back to Katy Mills Mall and then up to my place in this car. You know, I had to stop a few times and charge on that trip, but you know, that trip was done on purpose, knowing that I'd probably have to take some time, you know, to do this and do that, spend the night probably, most likely. But it handled it well. And when I got this car, it had 11 bars. And it normally, you know, starts out brand new with 12 bars. It had 11 bars. And when I charge it on a very, very, very good day, it would show like once or twice it actually showed 96 miles of range on my guessometer, which my guessometer really ain't all that accurate. But that's what it was showing in that time. Well, since then, it's dropped down 1 bar, so now I'm at 10 bars. And I don't get over 90 anymore, showing on the guessometer. I get, let's say on an average, on a good day, on an average, I get 85. Sometimes 83, sometimes 90. Kind of oscillates between the two, you know. So let's just average it and say it's 85. So these days I'm getting 85. And then I sit there and I track it with my, you know, the odometer, and it'll show me how many, you know, I'll put it on 0 and it'll show me how many miles I've actually driven. I'm assuming that's correct. And then I look at my guessometer and see. And a lot of times, to be honest, there might be between a 5 and 10 mile difference between what my guessometer is saying and what my odometer is reading. And if I don't have to use my AC, I don't use my AC. Especially if I'm going on a long trip, I try not to use it. And I definitely don't use my heater. I did it once just to see what it did, and then I saw how much it dropped, and it's like 10 miles. And so now I don't need to heat that much. So in a year and a month, that's what I've done. I changed out my 12-volt battery for a brand new one because the other one died. I put, you can probably see right here, put rain guards on the windows, and so far I'm liking them. At least I can open my window if it's raining and the rain won't come in, you know. And what else have I done? I started to wax my car. I haven't really quite finished it. Got about half of it to go. And then I realized just today, under the under part, I'd actually put this cleaner stuff, not a wax, but a cleaner, pre-wax, or you know, whatever, conditioner. I put it on there, not really needing it, but I was just doing it. And I realized today that I forgot to clean it, so I got to go wash it and get it off, make it look better. But other than that, I really haven't done anything to this car. Haven't had to change the oil. Haven't had to put any gas in it. No transmission fluid, no differential fluid. Only fluid I have put into it is windshield wiper, and I just put that in the other day. And I certainly hope I put it in the right place. I did. I think I did. I'm pretty certain I did. Haven't noticed any problems yet. But so yeah, 10 bars showing, and I've got, if I get down to 9 bars before my birthday on the 23rd, I mean the 2023, supposedly I can get a new battery from the car and get a brand new one. That'd be kind of nice. But we'll see how that goes. I'm not like doing anything, you know. I'm not going out of my way to sit there and do that. But that'd be cool. I wouldn't complain, you know. I've noticed that as it warms up, it adds a few more miles onto the range, and the colder it gets, the less mileage it gets on the range. So the colder it's been, you know, more closer towards 80. The warmer it's been getting, You know, up to a certain point, I get like closer to 90 as far as, you know, when I charge my car and all that stuff. And that's the other point I didn't bring up, is that every night, I pull into my garage. Not every night, let's take that back. There's been 1 or 2 nights that I haven't done it because I didn't need to, because I hadn't gone anywhere, especially during this big whopper of a cold thing that's going on, you know. I haven't had to charge my car, so I didn't. But basically every night I plug my car in, all through April, plug my car in, and sometimes it was only 5 or 10 miles it added on there. Sometimes it was like 60 or 70 miles it added on there during the night. And I'm charging my car at night using the energy from my solar system, my Tesla Powerwall. And my bill's still only $25. And before I had my system, and I was doing the same thing, I think I was noticing maybe $35 difference in my bill between what it normally is and what it was. I wasn't complaining about that because it's a whole lot less money than I would have been spending otherwise, you know. And so here I am using my solar system, and my bill's $25. So hey, what does that tell you? You know. So that's the solar and my EV. All I got to do now is talk my wife into selling her vehicles, because she's the one that owns the Tacoma, and she's the one that owns the Outback. Those are her cars. And she says she wouldn't spend a dime on an electric car. Yeah, one of these I'll talk her into it. One of these days. Then we would be solar in the house, solar run in the house, EV vehicles, and that's my dream right now. Get rid of them 2 doggone gas, oil cars and ice machines, and get another electric vehicle. I really like to get a Tesla. And I want to say one more thing, and then we'll call it a day. Leafs don't have any, what do they call it, managed cooling system for the batteries. So it's all air. So here in Texas, it's hot in the summertime, like from April, May on through to October, November. It's fairly hot. And so it wears and tears a little bit more on the battery, because of the heat. And I can see it on my gauge out here. Sometimes I don't even charge it, and it goes, and right now it's at 6 bars for the temperature, you know, which is normal in the summertime. Sometimes I've seen it get up to 7 bars, and I didn't do anything. So, you know, but all the experts and all the YouTube videos I watched about electric vehicles, they all say the same thing, that, you know, heat, you know, especially if you heat just kind of generally kills the battery just a little bit quicker than normal. Not much, but a little bit. Other cars like the Bolt, they got a managed cooling system for the batteries. Tesla, and pretty much every other car that I can think of, for the most part, they all got, you know, managed cooling systems to help preserve the life of the battery. So if I were to get I really like Leaf, and I'll probably keep this one. Just keep replacing batteries when I'm forced to. But if I were to buy a second EV, it would either be a Bolt, or really like to get a Tesla. So anybody out there wants to help me finance a Tesla, come on with it. 'Cause I'd certainly love to have a Tesla. And I could do all my videos inside the Tesla. That'd be all right. Anyway, I'm dreaming here. So it's been a beautiful day. Hope you all got something out of this video. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you thought it sucked, give me a thumbs down. Leave comments if you like. Look at my links below the description. Do with them what you will. And just remember, run, EV, run.